If I'm to state International Labour Organization, construction has a disproportionately high rate of recorded accidents. Construction incurs more occupational fatalities than any other sector. Hello everyone, greetings from PMG Engineering. I'm Shimmi Sebastian and today the topic is PPE, that is Personal Protective Equipments. Many of us were not aware of this term till we came across the COVID scenario. While in some sectors like hospital, construction, fire department, etc., PPEs are part of their job routine. With this module, we shall be getting an introduction of personal protective equipments for construction safety and some general information people should know about. We shall be getting a preliminary idea on PP and then we shall be moving on their uses, certain control measures, types and certain decisions that are to be made while selecting the correct PP as per the job requirements. Personal protective equipment also refers to protective clothing, helmet, gloves, face shield, goggles, face masks, and or respirators or any other equipment designed to protect the wearer from the injury or the spread of infection or illness. It is worn to minimize exposure to hazard that can cause serious workplace injuries and illness. These injuries and illness may result from contact with chemical, radiological, physical, electrical, mechanical, or any other workplace hazards. Practices of occupational safety and health can use hazard controls and interventions to mitigate workplace hazards, which poses a threat to the safety and quality of life of workers. Working at height, moving heavy objects, slips, trips and falls, noise from the work, hand-arm vibration, material and manual handling, collapse, electricity, etc. All can lead to fatal injuries or death of worker. Each job mentioned above can be more safely practiced if done with proper PP. Control measures. Use of personal protective equipment should only be considered as a control measure when exposure to risk which cannot be reduced in any other way. Use of personal protective equipments can be regarded as a temporary or interim measure until further controls are put in place. They can also be used effectively in conjunction with any other measures to manage exposure to a risk. Decisions. One must always consider safety hazards and psychological or physiological stirrers before deciding on the use of PP. If we are talking about some safety hazards, there is restriction in movement due to weight, restriction in vision due to visual field limitation, and there can be difficulty communicating due to the face production. And if we are talking about some physiological or psychological stirrer, psychological stress is very common from confining nature of full suit. There are chances of heat stress and risk of dehydration. The highest level of PP generally cannot be worn continuously for more than 30 minutes. Choosing PP. Some preferential points for PP selections are: PP should be appropriate for the job and fit the operator correctly. It should be accompanied by training on its proper use. It should be clean and functional, and it should be regularly serviced by appropriately trained staff. PPs are generally classified into four, depending upon the area of the part or body part they basically protect. Eyes and face protection, foot and hand protection, head protection, and hearing protection. This was all for introduction to PP. But this is not the end. This was just the beginning, or I would say first part or 4 number long series on the PPs for construction safety. Hope you shall be also liking our other parts of the series. Thank you for all for your time, and we will be back with the second part shortly.